Hello and welcome to Athena's Creations 2017. I'm Athena Turk, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator since 2017. Tonight I've got a couple of fun gifts for you to share with you the dimensions and instructions and show you how to make them, as well as a fun fold. I think we've done this one once before, and I was inspired by the catalog sample, which I made a couple of weeks ago, about 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I told you, ooh, that gives me an idea of a fold, and that's what prompted this one for this week. So I have this card to share with you and the sour cream pouch gift and this cute little gift as well. Very easy to make using the Easter basket bundle and suite of products. Now, before I went live a few minutes ago, I did look on the website, and the suite is temporarily unavailable, but that's just because these really cute embellishments are temporarily unavailable. I do believe you could get the bundle and the designer series paper and the ribbon. So you may not be able to get the suite or these cute Easter assortment with the cute little Easter egg. They're just temporarily unavailable. So it's TBD, so it hasn't given us an estimated delivery date of when it will be available. However, if you're interested in the suite, you can always click, as long as you're opted in, you can go down and click notify me and make sure your email and everything is up to date. And as soon as the product is available, Stampin' Up! Will send you an email, which is faster than me telling everybody, hey, guess what? It's back in stock. So anyway, let's go ahead and point the camera down, and we're going to go ahead and get started with our little projects today, this evening. That noise you hear is my fan. It's a little bit warm here for a few days. We're expecting some rain, so that's always good. Let's see here. If I haven't already mentioned it, we're going to be playing with the Easter basket bundle and suite of products. There we go. And I just needed to shut that door because otherwise my little sweet fur baby would run in here and start barking. All right, well, let's get started. Thank you so much for joining me tonight or on the replay on YouTube later. These clips are because this paper is amazingly strong, and what I've done is I've used the clip after I put it together just to ensure that the adhesive will hold it all together. And it's such a cute little sour cream packet, and it's so easy to make. And I'm going to show you how to make that this evening. And also, we're going to make this cute little bunny. And I have the instructions and everything to go with it. And I think we'll do the sour cream pouch first. And then we'll do this cute little card. Easter's on its way. This fun fold. It's actually really, really easy. And I'm going to show you how to make that, inspired by the sample in the catalog. And then we'll put this fun little gift pack together. All right, let me just move it over to the side. And I meant to look too. I know that in April is when Easter is this year, but I don't remember the exact Sunday. All right, here's all of our goodies to make our project. And I just found some little Easter eggs. You can get them at probably any of your grocery stores. They're pretty much out now. When I was making all these projects, I had a hard time finding them. You can really put anything in your little pouch that you want. Now, I just decided to use this fun color here. Like I said, this designer series paper is really thick, very thick, but it's super, super cute. And like I said, I did a little pre-stamping ahead of time. And the ribbon is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 inches. I just measured using my grid on the table here. There we go. And here are my easy instructions. And this basically, I keep it with my, which I don't know what I did with it, but my template, just so that when I go to do this again, I can remember how to make this. So you're going to get your 6x6 designer series paper, and you just want to be aware that if it's directional like this one is, this side isn't, but just be aware when you're making the pouch where the bottom's going to be and where the top is going to be and all of that. You're going to put tear and tape down 3 sides. So the 2 sides and then one, I'm calling it the bottom. And then we're going to take the adhesive off and we're going to fold and tuck it under, creating a roll. That's my instructions. Then we're going to pinch one in after removing the tear and tape. And then we'll fill it with goodies and close it up and decorate it. Now, I don't know if you can see, but this is coming apart. And like I said, that tear and tape is really great adhesive, but for some reason, this paper is so thick that it's not wanting to stay together. So instead of using a clip, you may ultimately have to just use, use tear and tape, yes, but you might end up wanting to staple it just to make sure it stays together. But I don't have like pink or blue staples that are really cute, so I'm temporarily doing that for now. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to color this cute bunny with our Stampin' Blends. And we are going to use Dark, Pretty, and Pink. And there's lots of different shades of brown color. I just decided to use my bronze marker. Well, it says marker, it's blends, Stampin' Blends. And I think what I want to do first is go ahead and use the pink and fill in the ear part and the nose. So cute. All right. And so now I'm going to use the pointed end just to go around the edge of the ear very carefully. There we go. So if you're interested in this suite, you can, instead of buying the whole suite, since it's temporarily unavailable, you can actually go in and get the bundle and the paper. And then you can also get the ribbon. Now I'm going to go ahead and use my brush side. I've used it so much, I don't know if you can see how it's kind of fraying a little bit. So just be careful when you're coloring in your little bunny. You could certainly use lighter shades. You could probably use a lighter gray tone. You can make your bunny rabbit any color you want. And this is a lot of fun too. It's relaxing. I am trying to be careful around that little nose there, but it's all good. Now next week at this time, I will be on stage and with other amazing demonstrators, and I don't know if the timing will work for me to go live, only because the convention is out of state and the time zones are a little different. So I don't know. We'll see how that works. If I can go live, I will, but I don't know. It may be like 9 o'clock Texas time if I go live. So I will try, because it's supposed to be a party, welcome party. Oh, my wonderful little tripod that I use kind of does its own thing. Okay, here we go. So we're going to use our dimensionals for that and also for our cute little bunny rabbit. All right, so we're going to go ahead and let's see. It's going to form a roll. So I'm going to just take off the two sides. And you'll see why in a minute. And then we'll take that bottom piece off. But we want it to roll, right? And I guess I need to make sure that this roll is going to be covered in that tear and tape, if that makes sense. This is really thick. I don't know that I did that right now that I... Oh dear. What a goof. Yeah, I didn't do that right. I folded it over and it's supposed to just barely be pinched. How do I fix this little mess I made? Because technically it's supposed to squeeze like this. Yeah, this is weird. Well, I guess I can get some other designer paper. That might be best because I kind of goofed on this one. Yeah, let's start over. There's got to be a way I can fix this though. I don't know. Let's take this one out and see if we can fix it. Maybe we'll design something different. I don't know. All right, so did I totally mess this up? No, it's just going to look different. All right, so that's where at this point I would just be using these little clips to hold it in place. Fill it with a couple of these cute little guys. Right in there. Boy, I totally goofed this up. Okay. And so definitely you're going to want to get like, wow, that's different. Okay. But yeah, you're going to want to close that up. And I am going to get something else out because, you know, I think it'll be fine. So let's get some other paper. Hold on just a second. Hold that thought. I've got some really pretty two-tone cardstock. Let's try it with the two-tone cardstock, shall we? See what that does. I think this was from the Christmas, or no, the Valentine's. But the beauty of the two-tone paper is you can use it for any occasion. It's just conveniently packaged. Oh, it's not already pre-cut. All right, 6x6. I must have used it for something else. There we go. Isn't that pretty? It looks lovely embossed too, by the way. All right, we're gonna try this one over. And we're gonna do 3 sides. That's one side. Two sides and the third. Oh, I know what I did. I just now thought about it. I read the instructions and I put these two together when it's supposed to be the side with one tape. So let's just do the one side first. And we're going to form like a toilet paper roll. Okay, and then we're going to take one side off. And we're going to pinch it. Just like that. We'll use that temporarily right there. And then we're going to fill this one up with some of the Easter goodies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 approximately. And then we're going to take this one off. And then we're going to pinch it the opposite direction, thus forming the sour cream pouch. Okay. This one has candies in it, so I'm going to probably staple that one and add some cuteness to it. And I'm going to give these away. Super cute. Now, this one's not decorated. You could totally, what do you call it? You could totally stamp on it. All right. Isn't that the cutest? I'm going to put our little Easter bunny in the For You. Right there. Pink on pink. I didn't think that one through either, did I? All right. So now you know what to do and what not to do, right? I don't have perfect videos because when you're stamping, there's no such thing as perfect. I love that one. I think I want to add a little bit of color, so I'm just going to put a couple of these little dots on here. Really pretty. You can use any of your embellishments that you have available. Isn't that cute? Now this paper, like I said, this one I've had for about a week or two using these clips. And this is super, super strong paper. Here's my goof, but I'm still going to decorate it and I'm still going to hand it out because it's too cute. So there's that one. Now let's make that cute little card. Toss all these little pieces in the trash real quick. This fun fold card is really easy. Inspired by this one. There's all of our cute little pieces for it. And I think I have my template here somewhere. What did I do with that? Well, our soon to be retired, sadly, one of my favorite greens. It's perfect for spring. It's the most beautiful color. Summer Splash and Shy Shamrock. Really, really fun cards. Fun colors. Love it. Now I've got these little strips from that paper that I used before, and these are measured 5.5 by 3/4 of an inch, and we're going to put those on either side. Actually, one of my fun folds for my organized swap at convention is using this fun fold. I have signed up for several fun fold groups, organized swaps. And so hopefully in a couple of weeks when I'm live again, I will share all the fun new designs and all the new announcements and fun things coming. Of course, not all announcements are fun, but there are some changes coming. As every year there's some kind of change. It's just a matter of adapting and embracing it. All right, so now we've got our centerpiece. Let me just do a quick measurement so I can tell you exactly. So this is a 10 3/4. No, excuse me, 11. This is the 11-inch side, scored at 5.5 by 2 3/4. This is going to be adhered down on the middle. And then when you're doing this, make sure you lift that flap up, because otherwise you might do what I did the first time I made this fun fold, and I glued this part together. And we don't want to do that because we've got this inside piece, which is measured 5 1/4 by 2 5/8. And we're going to stamp that cute little Easter egg with Memento ink, which I have filled a blank craft pad with Memento ink. It just, to me, it's a little bit easier to use. So cute. And I think I did that because I initially was going to color that little egg in, and I didn't get around to doing that. So, oh well. And then this piece of designer paper is measured 5 1/4 by 2 1/2. Oh, look what I did. You have to be careful with your dark colors on your white paper. That does tend to become an issue otherwise. All right, so just gonna adhere this one right on the top. I'll be honest, I almost cut the live and just said forget it at the beginning because I messed up. But you know what? Everybody messes up from time to time. And I decided just to go with it. Because we've got to learn to adapt, right? Easter's on its way. Now this is with the new online exclusive bundle, which I do believe is temporarily unavailable as well. it's just such a hot item, you know. There's a lot of hot items in the online exclusives. So we're going to use Shy Shamrock. But this die is so cute. I think I've used it on one of my swaps too. Easter's on its way. Just press down nice and firmly. You don't want to rock your block. That one's really, really cute. Well, that one's drying. We're going to adhere this one down. For the inside, and then we're going to put a little bit of adhesive in the middle, and we're just going to, okay, there it is, to double check where I put it. We're just going to do some loops here. Probably hear the wind chimes outside. It's been very windy. All right, I intentionally made that a little bit too big just so that I can come back and snip off to make sure it's going to fit inside my envelope later. And then the Easter's on its way is going to be popped up on some dimensionals. And don't forget, you can use those corner pieces. Use all of that. Don't let any of that go to waste. There we go. This is so sweet. I love this sweet. All right. And I want to add these cute little Easter egg. They're so very cute. I want to put a couple of them on there, and then I want to put this lemon lolly. That is so, so cute. There's our simple fun fold card. And this is bugging me, so you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find me a little egg over here. I think the lemon lolly egg will work fine. This is how you cover up some of those oopsies. And another reason why I have this fun display to my side, so when I'm creating, I have an easy access to it. Now I think also I want to do a pink one and kind of put him down here, kind of in between, so that it looks like I did that on purpose, but only you know that it was a oopsie. There we go. Little different than the first one, but that's okay. It just gives a little extra fun color on the inside of the card. This is gorgeous, gorgeous paper. Now for our last project tonight, I wanted to share with you this really fun gift. It's really easy to make, and it holds 3 of the Ghirardelli little chocolate bunny rabbits. This one's caramel. And I've pre-cut and scored all of this as well. And then here's the little template. And I just put it in a clear baggie. These are so, so cute. And here's our little strip and all the goods. All right. So here's our template. And this is 5 by 4.5. Scored a 1/2 inch on each side, on the 5-inch side. And then scored at 1 1/4, 1 3/4 on the 4.5 inch side. This will hold 3 small treats or 4 Ghirardellis. DSP for the front is 3 7/8 by 1 1/8. We're going to put our tear and tape there. first thing we're going to do is trim it. Or not trim it, we're going to cut up to the score line on each side. And we put this together. It's going to go just like this. And then tear and tape's going to be on this side, and then it's going to hold it all together in place. All right, here we go. And this is Summer Splash. Soon to be retired in color. Sad to see it go, but I'm excited about the new in colors. As demonstrators, we got a little peek preview, and I'm not a rule breaker, so I will wait and share them when Stampin' Up! Says we can share them. But you may have already seen what's coming. But there will be some more announcements on that soon. All right, so we've got this piece just like that. And then I'm going to fold that over and then just pinch it. And then the same thing over here. I'm going to take this piece off. And fold that down. And then pinch it. That is so, so cute. All right, so we're going to go ahead and adhere our designer paper. And if you have directional paper, just be aware of what direction for the front. We're going to add our 3 little bunny Ghirardellis. So very cute. And we're going to stamp For You. There's For You in Shy Shamrock. Cute. I think after this one I might be done with sharing Easter, even though I wanted to share the basket. There's just so much new online exclusive stuff to play with, and I'm afraid I won't be able to share it all. And since I don't know the status of all of the sweet stuff, I think because there's changes coming, and although I believe I'm safe to say that they just don't have an estimated delivery date is what that meant, but I don't want to give you the wrong information on that. So, all right. Oh, here we go. I was looking for my Pretty in Pink, so that I can give him a pink inner ear. There we go. And I think I want to give him a little pink cheek. Haha, that's cute. Cute little bunny. All right. And so this one, I used some other paper. And I just turned it over so nobody's going to know. They truly won't know. And then add a little adhesive right there. And the For You. Isn't that cute? Just too cute. And then again, I want to use that sweet little egg right there. And that is our projects for tonight. Very easy, very simple, and so very fun. Let's see here. There's all of our fun projects from tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. We will be back maybe next week live from Stampin' Convention in sunny California, maybe. Like I said, the time zone difference, it might be a little bit later than the 7 o'clock hour that we're used to. But if not, for sure in 2 weeks with some amazing new fun show and tell from On Stage. And hopefully by then I can share more information about all the changes coming and what I'm doing to adapt to some of those changes, because I think that there's a lot of negativity in the world, and prices are going to go up no matter what we do. It's just a matter of deciding what's important to you, what products you really enjoy, and focus on that. And that's kind of what I'm going to do. I mean, I've sort of been doing that just because I don't have the resources to buy everything, much less the time to play with it all. So I'm intentional in some of the different products that I get to share. So anyway, more about all of those fun things and changes in a couple of weeks, and we will see you next time. Happy stamping!